What's up, y'all? I'm Demaine Radcliffe, and I was once on Showtime at the Apollo. Here's what happened. So the year was, 1999, right? As I can remember, 99, 2000, something around that time. And I was just, running around New York City, had a regular job, and I was doing comedy. It was like my first year, like doing stand-up comedy, and I was doing a couple of clubs in New York and just sort of running around doing some performances here and there everywhere, and I was just trying to get my feet wet. So one day I'm walking down 125th Street where my family lives, and I happened to just walk by Showtime at the Apollo, and I looked up and I said, you know what? I need to take my talents there. Dumb mistake, but it was a well worth one. So I go inside and I say, hey, I want to audition. I would love to be on the Showtime at the Apollo. And they said, all right, come in. And I fill out the application. And then the lady called me back a couple of days and said, hey, we have an open auditions. You can come in. And I go to the auditions. It was a bunch of people inside the theater room. Everybody got to go up and perform and do their thing. And I go up and I do like 2 or 3 minutes of comedy, like some of my best work that I knew at the time. And then they was like, hey, we love what you're doing. Come on and get booed. Come on and perform. And I was like, all right, cool. So they set the date up. And I remember the date shows up, the date of the taping. First of all, I go to see my mother and I show her my routine. And my mother says to me, she's like, if you talk about church in your routine, God ain't gonna like that. And I was like, how would God like that? God gave me the ability to even do this. Like, it's just comedy. It's just comedy, Mom. She's like, I'm telling you, if you go in there and talking about church, black church, in front of an all-black audience, they're not gonna like it. And God is not gonna like it. And I was like, all right, Mom, I'm still, but at the time, it was my only routine that I was working with. So I had to do something, right? So I go in there, the night of the taping, I go in there, and I remember going into the green room, and I'm seeing all these different other performers that are like preparing and getting ready and, to do the show. Because I think they taped like 2 or 3 shows at the time. And I remember before I went on, I walked up and there's the curtains, so other people were performing, and I'm hearing crowds going crazy and all of that. So I peeked through the curtain just to sort of see what the crowd looked like. Because at this point, I've never performed at a crowd this large before. I was doing rooms with like 15 people or 20 people, if that. And I opened the curtain, and a lady looked up at me and she said, boo! And I said, Miss, I'm not even on stage performing. I'm just in the... She said, I don't care. My cousin is performing tonight, and I want her to win, so I'm booing everybody. So right there, I said, dumb mistake. Why did I come here? It was already biased. It was already set up for me to fail, right? So I go meet Rudy Rush, who was the host at the time. Cool guy, opened his arm and was like, listen, just be comfortable, be cool, just go out there and kill it, man. I'm so proud of you of just doing comedy on here anyway. It takes a lot of guts to do it. So I said, hey, look, this is my plan. I need to do something. I think I'm gonna get booed anyway, but I think I need to do something to sort of give it a splash. So do this. When I say this, I need you to do that. When I do this, I need you to do that. And he was like, cool, I got you. I called my boys up and I said, hey, listen, can y'all, I called 2 of my boys, Papito, and I called one of my other boys. I said, can y'all get here in like 30 minutes, a half hour? I need y'all to like wear this costume. And when the host call y'all out, I need y'all to just do something specific. And let me show you what happens when the show started.
Now, if y'all ready for some more, say, oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, y'all, give it up for Demaine Radcliffe. Demaine Radcliffe, y'all, give it up. All right, take... Come on, my man. Come right here, but don't get it twisted, all right? Hold on, come on, show him some love. Hold up. Hold up, Sean. Hold up. Respect him. Let's see. He might blow it up, y'all. Is there flies in the air or something? All right. What's up, man? Now, where you from, bro?
Well, I'm usually from the village, but I'm from the Bronx.
From the Bronx. This is one of y'all from the Bronx. Right next to Yankee Stadium. Right off the 4 train. So anybody back at home in the Bronx, you want to shout out?
Well, Listen, well, I want to give a shout out to some people who came to see me. The people from the village people. Look at the village people. How you doing?
Oh, he got friends up there too. Oh, hell no. Who in the hell left the gate open? 'Cause they all fell out. So, yo, my man, what you gonna do for us tonight, man?
Well, I was gonna Vogue, but they didn't bring my tape, so I'm gonna do some comedy.
You gonna do some comedy? All right, y'all, give it up for my man, Demaine Ratcliffe.
Apollo, what's up, y'all? Yeah, y'all give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause, man. Give yourself a round of applause.
Okay, now as you can see, I had them going, right? I had them going. They going crazy. It was a good choice, right? Like I should have stuck with what I was doing. I should have stuck with it because, it was working. It was working. But this is the part what my mother was talking about. Okay, this is the part what my mother was saying. She said, if you talk about the black church in the where black people congregate, they're not gonna like it. And I didn't listen to her. So this is what happened once I tried to switch up, be myself, and go do my routine.
Love being here, man. I want to ask you an important question right now. I'm gonna need a round of applause for people who go to church. That's good. Good, man. I'm gonna tell you, I love church, man, but church got some problems, man. Don't y'all love church? But the only thing that messes me about church is the offering part. The part where you gotta pay. Nobody like paying the collection plate. Even the grown-ups. You ever see the grown-ups? That lady with the big butt? They call her Sister Bertha. Every time church come to offering time, she always trying to leave with the finger like. Hold up. I know you're not booing me. Stop it. Stop. Wait a minute. All right, look. Wait. I want to ask you something. Wait, why you can't just give me some time? Just give me some time.
See, let me tell you something. You never know what you're going to do until you presented the opportunity. So I'm on stage and I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm like, I had one routine set up that I was going to do. I was doing a lot of impersonations at the time, and I was going to do the clumps. I was going to do this whole bit about the clumps and go into this whole rant, and I was going to imitate all of the different characters that Eddie Murphy did in the clumps. And for some reason, soon as I hit the stage, something said, go into this church bit. I don't know why I did it. I don't know what I was thinking about, but something told me just go into this church bit. And it's the first thing that came out of my mouth was this church bit. When I tell you, they booed. Sandman came on. The sirens was coming on. It was so bad the police department showed up and pulled me out. That's how bad I did. So, but moral of the story is I got to rub the Apollo stump because it was always a dream. I was always said to myself, if I can make it here, if I can just have guts to come on here and make a fool of myself, then nothing else would get in my way. Nothing should stop me from succeeding and doing whatever it is that I want to do, whatever I want to accomplish, whatever my dreams are, I should be able to accomplish them. And my dreams was always to be in Hollywood and make Hollywood movies. And that performance right there was one of the things that allowed me to say, failure isn't an option. It doesn't matter if I fail at any particular time, because the big picture is always going to be success. Okay? Without failure, you can't get to success. Unless you're a trust fund baby, but that's different. So my pathway was just for me to do this. It was for me to fail here. It was for me to, but the long road ahead was always there for me. And do I wish I didn't do that Apollo? No, I think I enjoyed it. But some people take it a little bit too far. I saw a YouTube video, somebody put it on YouTube, and I got booed for maybe like a minute. But they edited the video to me booing for like 2.5 hours. They just took every boo from every Apollo episode and they cut it together to look like it was just my one boo episode. People got a lot of time in their hands, right? But anyway, I'm Demain. That's my story of me getting booed off the Apollo. I don't know. That's it.